Today, Hoigel and Moigel Floigen are actually video game characters and not the Animaniacs' impression of Jerry Lewis taken to extremes. This is Checkpoint.
Welcome to Checkpoint, where, according to our primary source of non-video game news, the Google Doodle, it's the first day of spring.
So get out there and do spring things like bloom, get hay fever, have an equal length of night and day?
Sure, all of that.
Back in July, Blizzard leveled suit against German cheat maker Bossland for their Overwatch cheat program Watch Over Tyrant, claiming continuing and irreparable harm to Blizzard for violating copyright, violating terms of service, and most importantly, turning players off the game by making Overwatch shitty to play because they keep getting wall hacked. Bossland's response has been to not say anything and hope it all goes away, to the extent that they didn't even file to have the suit dismissed. Except Blizzard believes what Bossland is doing isn't actually just hiding in the sand until Blizzard forgets. No, Blizzard thinks Bossland is remaining radio silent so they don't have to submit any evidence that Blizzard could potentially use for their purposes. Basically, so there's no paper trail for the German or American courts. Well, Blizzard now wants $8.5 million from Bossland, a lower number than they could have potentially sued for, considering Blizzard themselves estimate that only 36% of Bossland's software is for Blizzard games. But Bossland still isn't responding to the courts. It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. For Blizzard.
As you are no doubt aware from our previous reporting, some people take EVE Online very, very seriously. People like Darvo Tellere. 4 years ago, Darvo was a new player trying to figure out the game. Another player by the name of Cacpape griefed Darvo and his friends, telling them he wanted to ruin their game experiences and make them quit. This went on for a few months, and eventually Cacpape got bored and left Darvo alone. Darvo, however, vowed revenge. He trained in PvP and started a successful Merc Alliance, becoming not unlike a Batman. Then when Darvo saw that Cacpape was looking to join a new corporation, Darvo knew it was time for him to seek his vengeance. He changed his name and then convinced Cacpape to join his corporation. And when the time was right, Darvo and his friends had Cacpape teleport to a specific location with all his stuff and then blasted him to bits and took it. According to Kotaku's report, Cacpape only knew what was happening when Darvo changed his name back, and then he cried out, "Arg! Fuck! Darvo Tellere!" and died in silence. Except not really, because this is EVE, and there's a website that tracks kills, and you can leave comments on them. And Cacpape left a bunch of comments and then got into a big argument with Darvo on the website, but it's all in German, so I'm interested in knowing what's happening, but I don't understand it, and I honestly have no idea what's going on. God damn it, doesn't that last sentence just sum up EVE perfectly?
Remember the classic Dreamcast game Logan Brothers? I mean, chances are probably not. It was released 4 months after the Dreamcast was discontinued, but it was a very early adopter of the idea to offer monthly DLC drops. Now, this DLC was already on the disc, but only the first one was ever released, presumably because whatever online service would tell the Dreamcast to unlock the content was taken offline. Well, Dreamcast completionists, it's a good day because all the DLC for Logan Brothers has been released. Well, not released, but accessible. With the help of some of the original Visual Concepts dev team from 16 years ago, a modified save file has been created that will trick your Dreamcast into thinking you're living in the time when all the DLC has been released, the far future of 2002. So now, Moigel Floigen can wear a pilgrim hat.
The internet suddenly cared about the upcoming game MLB The Show 17 for a hot second earlier this week when an official Sony stream briefly highlighted two of the more weird technical glitches the developers have encountered while getting the game ready for release. There was this guy, who I call the Hairsman, but the one that has really stolen hearts and set off 1,000 trypophobia warnings, and seriously, if holes squick you out, look away now, is this deeply unsettling English muffin of a man. Of course, these bugs won't be in the final game, but patching them out seems like a missed opportunity considering a few seconds of silly video has created more press and interest in MLB The Show 17 than probably any other dev stream combined. And thanks to Wickerman Holehead over there, I now know this game won't even be released until March 28th, which means you have time to put the bugs back in the game. Sony, you know what you have to do.
A small number of Persona 5 fans were surprised and horrified to learn that their Amazon pre-orders for the Persona 5 Special Edition had been cancelled because Amazon could not guarantee the items would be handled with the necessary care. If the mail carrier drop-kicks your package through a hedge, that's not Amazon's problem, so why do they suddenly care about how a shipment is handled? Well, because for some reason, in Amazon's system, the Persona 5 Special Edition contained regulated materials classified as dangerous goods, and Amazon doesn't play that game. Atlas and Amazon have worked it out and are making sure everyone gets their pre-orders, but Amazon hasn't said why the game was classified as dangerous goods. My theory, and I'm not actually joking, is that the special edition is called the Take Your Heart edition, and I'm willing to bet they thought it had an actual heart in it. Speaking of Persona 5, was your pre-order affected?
Oh, I haven't pre-ordered it.
You haven't pre-ordered. You've been waiting for this game since... When did Persona 4 come out?
July 10th, 2008.
You've been waiting for this game since 90 hours after July 10th, 2008? How do you not have a pre-order?
I'm just gonna buy it from the Best Buy the day it comes out so I can get it first thing instead of waiting for mail delivery.
According to their website, Best Buy is also sold out.
I have to go wait in a line! Shoot. Coming up, some monster has found all 900 Clorox Seeds in Breath of the Wild. The reward for doing so is to get a larger Clorox Seed, which looks suspiciously like a turd and, according to the game's description, smells pretty bad. Is this Nintendo's way of saying why the shit would you even try to find all these things?
Why would you bother finding all those things? I don't know. I'm astonished to find out there's 900 of them.
Well, apparently that's like 440 more than you actually need to like upgrade all your slots.
No kidding. They're everywhere.